Ooh.
Da, 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOGG
Yes.
Snoop Dogg.
Now pour it up.
2 shots of vodka.
Pour it up, pour it up. Literally.
Oh my god, we should do that TikTok where you make a fucking noise and then another person has to try to copy like the noise that you make.
Is that like an actual challenge? Make a sound. Make a sound.
You have to do it with your mouth.
Huh?
You have to try to make the sound with your mouth. I'll do it again. LOL, I have not eaten breakfast yet. Cheers.
Too late. And on Urban Dictionary, Fifi actually has a lot of meanings. One of them is a contraption used in prison, primarily by men, to manually stimulate themselves sexually. So, do you want to elaborate on that, or should we just assume it's like a bop?
Well, you know, it's not a bop about masturbation, if that's what you are asking.
Yeah.
When I wrote Fifi Islands, like, the intention behind it was just kind of talking about, like...
What the fuck? It's raining pine cones.
It was just, you know, an escape, feeling like you're overwhelmed or like, I guess just like drained in a relationship and you feel like you need to retreat outside somewhere where it's just like yourself.
Well, that actually leads into a good question. What's the most personal song you've written on the EP in general?
Let's see, there's Meet the Jefferson, Step Butterfly, probably Rage Wave for sure. I feel like who writes a song about finding an earring in someone's bed and getting cheated on, but like still being like, dang, do I like this dude? Like, you know, I just feel like that's definitely the one.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people can probably relate, so like when you write, is it mostly from an autobiographic point of view, fiction, or observational?
Yeah, I'd probably say like autobiographic, just because I like to pull from my own experience. I feel like it's a lot easier to talk about what you're going through, specifically like your story, you know, all the details. Like,
okay, so when you are writing about the personal stuff, do you have, or like, is there a certain amount that you like hold back, or do you just like go all in?
Yeah, there's definitely like an amount that I feel like I hold back just because I'm like, LOL, details, personal information, but like, you know, I like to keep some things like a little bit private just so people don't be knowing like what I be thinking, even though I make music talking about what I'm thinking about, so I guess it's like counterproductive, but yeah, there's a little that I hold back on specifically when writing.
Alright, well, so talking about Rage Wave, goodbye, it says goodbye, okay. Okay, so was the boy from Rage Wave, is he okay?
The masses is fine. Oh, because I thought a bitch in the trunk said something. The masses is good. He's thriving. Yeah, no, he's good. He's chilling. He knew about what was going to happen before he got there.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, this sounds cool. Like, so yeah, no, he's cool.
Alright. So what was it like filming Rage Wave then? Like the creative process?
It was really fun. We shot it in 2 days. So the first day we were in Hollywood. We shot at this little like theater that we booked. And then the second day we shot the last 3 scenes. So we shot the like noir scene in one space, and then we also used like the other side of the room to shoot the reality TV stuff in that same building. And then after we just like filmed in Culver City in a parking lot. But it was mad, like, it just all kind of fell into place. Like, yeah, there were like obviously things that kind of like with location, but generally like it was pretty easy. We didn't have that big of a crew, so it was really easy to like get in and get out.
Yeah. Was the lyric video filmed like in the same
yeah,
day?
the lyric video was filmed in the same day, so we just used a lot of the longer version of the clips we didn't use in the video and just put them in for the lyrics.
Yeah, I love those shots with the projector. Yeah.
Thank you. Those are some of my favorites too.
So when you're creating music, what comes first? Lyrics, melody, what?
Probably, I'd say like kind of both. Like it depends on what I get first. If I'm making a beat, then like I'm just making the beat and I'm like, cool, so this is the melody, and then words will just like come later, most likely. Or sometimes I'll like write something first and then I'll make a beat around what I wrote to, so that it will like go with each other. It's just kind of what I'm feeling that day. It's really random.
So do you usually know what you're gonna write about going into like a project, or does it just come naturally?
Well, for the projects that I have coming out, like I already knew what it was gonna be about, just because I knew that I had like shit to get off my chest first. But not really, no. Like when I'm writing, it just is what kind of comes out that day, and then I'm like, cool, this could go on this. And then,
So like, what song took the longest to make on the EP? Oh, and then also the shortest.
okay, the shortest was probably Dead Butterflies. That one came real quick. I would say the longest one is Rage Wave. Like I started making the beat back in like 2019 of December, like for my friend, and then I made the first half of the beat like 2020-ish, and then yeah, that's like a good 2-year beat, a 2-year song.
Oh wow. Wait. So when did you like? How did you know like, okay, this is for sure done?
After my friend like mixed it the first time, he did a really cool thing with the like echoey part right before it gets into the like late night, every day, can't wait, and I was like, I think this is it. And then he did like something else after, and I was like, nah, the thing you did before, that's the one, like it's done.
So it just felt right.
It just, yeah.
So if you could add a collab onto the EP with a fictional cartoon character, who's getting that feature and on what song?
Damn. They have to be like musically talented. Are there any like fictional cartoon characters that like play the sax or rap?
Well, Lisa Simpson plays the sax.
Lisa Simpson, absolutely. She's a Libra Sun Aquarius Moon too. So.
Wait, what? Really?
I found this out on Twitter. Like people are like, she's a Libra Sun Aquarius Moon. I forget what her rising is, but I was like, no wonder why I always fucking like knew Lisa Simpson was me.
Connected.
She's also my Twitter header too. Yeah, definitely Lisa Simpson. She would be on Rage Wave.
I love the Lisa meme where she's just like.
The one where she's like spinning.
Yeah.
That's me.
Were any butterflies harmed in the making of Dead Butterflies? Tell us in 7 words.
Just the ones I had for boy.
What does that mean? Elaborate.
You said just 7 words. LOL.
Well, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Is there a video for this one? Potentially.
I guess we shall see.
So what inspires your song titles? Because Dead Butterflies is a really interesting title. So is Fifi Island.
Thank you. I feel like it's a mix. Sometimes if they have a cool beat name, I'm like, ooh, I can write some. I'm like, ooh, I can fucking use that, or like I don't know. I feel like it's a challenge to low-key like incorporate the word or phrase into your song somehow. So that's how Fifi Island came about. The beat was called Fifi Island. Other times it's like just random things that come to my head. Like for the longest time, Rage Wave was called Turquoise, and that was almost the like actual name for the song and like video and stuff. Yeah, it's really random.
Why turquoise?
Okay, because we were like Mr. Blue, so we were thinking of like shades of blue, and Tia was randomly like turquoise, and then it kind of just like stuck for months, and then we were like, wait, we can't call it turquoise. So yes.
Turn out. Okay.
Cheat out.
There you go.
LOL.
There you go. So what's your favorite lyric or line that you've ever written? That's a hard question.
Ever. Yeah, that is a really hard question. Fuck, you're cute. I want to be spinning, falling into heaven. I don't know why that like stands out to me, but I'm just like, wow.
I mean,
what would that even feel like? What does that feel like? That's crazy.
I really love Fuck You're Cute. Yeah, the lyrics that you chose, like, yeah, those were specifically, yeah, I love that part where I wanna be spinning, falling into heaven.
Yes. I don't know. I think Rage Wave is really a great written song. I don't know, like I don't have a specific lyric from there. I just like how it kind of sounds like a noir film in my brain. At least the first part.
If you could play your music for any artist, dead or alive, who would you pick?
Okay, actually, I would pick a dead person and an alive person.
Okay.
So dead, I really love like Cab Calloway. I don't know if he would like even like my music, truthfully. Like he's from a whole ass different era. But like, I don't know, in my head, he's my grandpa in my head. So I just feel like he would vibe with it. A person that's alive that I'll play my music for is probably Pharrell, just because I'm a big nerd fan. And, you know, I just feel like he would fuck with my style, just because I feel like he gets the chaotic.
Musical.
Yeah, and he's, you know, like
Genius,
musical
kind of,
genius.
yeah.
I feel like he would see it in me and be like, we're from the same planet.
Yeah, he has hits in like, different, All right,
Right?
let's see. Oh, actually, what song would you play then?
Okay, damn. I would either play, okay, so for Cab Calloway, I'd probably play like Tokyo Drift. I'd play Tokyo Drift. That's one that he would like, especially when I get to scatting.
Yeah.
For Pharrell, I'd probably play either like Rage Wave or like Billie Eilish. Yeah.
How did you come up with the name Ginger Rust?
So it actually came to me in a dream. I was sleeping, obviously, in my fucking dreams, and like my singer name was Ginger Rust, and I was like, okay, this is not bad. I knew that I wanted my name to be something that is reflective of like something that feels healing to me. Ginger has always been kind of go-to when I'm feeling like sick or like my throat hurts or like I have a show or like anything music related, really. And also just because I feel like music has always been like therapeutic for me, so I wanted my music name to be associated with something that's healing and something that's also associated with like natural occurring change and like rust, environment, rain. All that shit is always changing naturally. Life is all about change and growth. So
very symbolic.
Yeah.
So what's something your fans may not know about you?
That I can talk with my mouth closed.
Can we see that?
Yeah, what else do you want to see? What's up?
Can you sing with your mouth closed?
Yeah.
You don't have to waste your time with them. All you got to just use your mind.
Wow.
Thanks. I'll be here all week.
That is a very interesting talent.
Thank you. My mom says so too.
How did you even like come up, like, or did you just like start?
Okay, so I used to do it to annoy my mom. Like she'd be like, "Stop talking," and I'd be like, "Okay," and I would,
I'm not talking to you now.
you know, like to annoy her.
Like I have my mouth shut. Like.
My mouth is closed. You told me to shut my mouth.
So 10,000 views on Rage Wave in 2 weeks. That's amazing. Like, what were the reactions from friends and family?
I would say like mostly proud family and friends. A lot of people were just like surprised because, you know, obviously like I walk a man on a leash and like a white man on a leash at that. My grandma was like, okay. She was like, it's gonna be controversial, I think, but like y'all killed that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, mostly I feel like my family was a little bit more shook than usual, but like they were proud. They were like, yo, this is like sick, like you did that.
Is that like a different side that they haven't seen?
Exactly.
Okay. So if you could say anything to your past self about Rage Wave, knowing what you know now, what would you have to say to yourself? Well, okay, I guess like about like, well, it's about a guy, obviously, and okay, what would you tell yourself like
About him.
About the situation? And maybe like from what you've learned.
I would say just because someone doesn't, I guess, see the full value in you doesn't mean that that value is not there. Like, you're still valuable, and like if the person doesn't see that, then like, okay, they just didn't see that shit, but that doesn't diminish anything. And like, hell yeah, write that song, girl. Fucking don't worry about it. Air his shit out.
Can you eat something?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's.
You got hand sanitizer?
I do. Always. I keep that thing on me.
You're gonna be tipsy. Tipsy.
Like talking, yeah, with my mouth hella like, yeah.
So my name's Naresh.
Bone apple teeth. I'm so excited.
Also, like, y'all have to tell me if y'all like the pie. You could like tell me honestly.
You made it?
I made it from
from
scratch.
Okay. How's with your creation?
The artist.
The artist? The artist?
The art.
And the art. Is this pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
Sweet potato.
Okay.
Fuck pumpkin pie.
Next person that fucking comes to me, I'm gonna just trick them.
I'm just start coughing.
Please do that.
Anyway, fuck. I would ask if you see this shit, but you can't. There's. Wow. LOL.
Your hard work.
I made it from scratch.
My art.
My art. It's okay. Now everybody will be infused with a little bit.
With a little Snoop Doggy Dog.
Thank you, Snoop.
I guess
That was all of our napkins.
Oh, god damn.
We don't have any more.
Wait. Just use the blank spots.
There we go. Innovation
Yeah.
at its finest.
Yep.